Hey people, it is Tuesday, March the 20th. It is the first day of spring. And it is 2:29 in the afternoon. And I'm just here at the corner of Front Street East. Nope, West. Oh my god, I can't get anything straight. Front Street West and John Street. And I'm walking north on John Street. And I thought I'd walk along here to see if any of the patios up in this part of downtown are full of people, because as of today the patios are permitted to operate again. Outdoor dining is allowed as of today in the modified gray zone. It's a beautiful, nice first day of spring. It's currently around 10 degrees Celsius. And it might get up to 14 degrees.
Oh, yeah.
It's not quite t-shirt weather. Well, maybe for some it is. For me personally, I think around 15 degrees Celsius is t-shirt weather, as long as there's not a cold wind. Just crossing Wellington Street. There's the head office of the CBC. Now, John Street has been under construction for months, so I don't think the patios up ahead are probably even open due to the construction, but we'll walk up there and take a look. There's also a stretch of King Street known as Restaurant Row that had lots of patios strung along for a block or so, but that has not been quite the same ever since the pandemic, so we'll see if there's any life there. And I'll just talk as we walk by this place with the electronic music playing here, because you never know what will get a copyright claim and what won't. It's a bit of a crapshoot. I've had popular songs not get any sort of copyright claim in my videos, and then I've had some obscure thing I've never before heard in my life get a copyright claim. So expect the unexpected when you're a walking YouTuber. Alright, so you can see they've set up their patio here, and they have one table out. I guess they could put another one on this end, I'm sure, as long as their tables are sufficiently spaced out. Even if there's nobody sitting in them, it's still nice to see the patios are there. And here's that stretch of King Street with its patios. We'll just take a quick walk. It's not very long. So this is Restaurant Row. This place was hit especially hard over the last year. Most of the restaurants here are not really serving takeout food. They're sit-down restaurants, and for the longest time they weren't allowed any indoor or outdoor dining, so they were basically dormant for months and months and months. And as you can see, there's a lot of people filling up some of these patios, so that's awesome to see. That is very awesome to see. And some of these places are temporarily vacant due to this construction site. They brought down some of these old storefronts here that did house restaurants, but I believe there are plans to resurrect these old facades, and hopefully new restaurants will take their place and Restaurant Row will come back to life a bit, although it probably won't be quite what it was. And now I will cross back on to the north side of King Street here, and we'll head back towards John Street again. There you can see the tower.
I very much, I think he does.
Alright, so now we're back at John Street. I'll start heading north here. So this part of downtown is known as the Entertainment District because it has several live theaters, performing arts venue at Roy Thompson Hall, many restaurants, and at one time it was full of nightclubs, but the nightclubs have mostly disappeared and moved further down King West. And many of the former sites of the nightclubs have become new buildings like this. So there's been a huge influx of new residential units added to the neighborhood, which is also part of the reason why many of the nightclubs disappeared, because the more people who started living in the neighborhood started complaining about the nightclubs, all the activity and noise and sometimes unruly behavior that comes along with nightclubs. And I'm just going to keep talking over this music here, which sounds like the kind of music that would play in some of those long gone nightclubs. So we'll just keep on talking here until we pass this wannabe nightclub in the middle of the day on a Saturday afternoon. So now we reached Adelaide Street. So you can see this stretch of restaurants here on the east side of John Street was lined with patios. And it looks like some of them are actually open, so we'll take a walk by there. Of course, we'll have more music to contend with because nobody in Toronto can sit down and enjoy a drink or a meal without obnoxious music blasting. It's my rant for the day. I mean, what about some nice sort of quiet jazz or something? Does it have to be like sort of cheesy club or pop music? I don't get it. It's not what I would like to listen to while I was trying to have a relaxing meal or drink sitting outside on a patio, but that's just me. There's a nice shot looking into the financial district. And look, they even have some outdoor heating here. And they've got like all kinds of extra protective measures in place in that patio. And I'll just keep heading north until we hit Queen Street. We'll see what the action's like on Queen Street. And I will try to drown out this music here. That's all I do in these walking videos when the weather gets nice, is I try to not get the music in my video as much as I can. So I'll just keep on talking. Isn't it a nice day today? Isn't it lovely? Look at all this sun. Look at all these people out and about having a lovely time. It's just beautiful. I want to see more of this. It's awesome seeing the city come back to life like this. There you go. I hope that sounded sincere. So we're just at Richmond Street.
Actually got a little more impressive as we started talking. Like once the leaders stopped talking, it got a lot better.
And already I can see Queen Street is looking pretty busy. Keep in mind that like lots of places are still not permitted to open. No hair salons, barbers, or other personal care establishments are permitted to have any people whatsoever. Of course, no indoor dining, no movie theaters, no gyms. So plenty is still closed down. Looking down into Queen West. Kind of walking here where my live stream ended last night because my battery was about to die. So it's kind of like a continuation of that route. See, they have their patio set up. This is the warehouse. It's a popular place for the 20-something crowd. And dare I say, this almost looks normal in terms of pedestrian traffic. Almost. Should I wait? Okay, well, I was going to wait for the streetcar to go, but no one else seems to be wanting to, so I'll just keep on walking. I think I'll make my way to Yonge Street, up to Yonge-Dundas. We'll see how that's looking. Yonge-Dundas has been just a shadow of itself for the last year, and it would warm my heart to see it looking almost normal. So let's see what we'll find there. It's still a little ways off. Just looking south down Simcoe Street. And here we're crossing University Avenue. So we're skirting the northern border of the financial district right now.
It's okay.
But there's
And you can see the office towers. And we're just passing by Osgood Hall, which is this beautiful old historic building. Just through this gate here, take a peek. It's a landmark dating from the mid-19th century. Walking down York Street. We have some practitioners of Falun Gong. And we're just passing by Nathan Phillips Square. And there's City Hall and the Toronto sign. And we've got a few of the food trucks here. There's usually a bunch more. There's the old City Hall. That dates from the end of the 19th century, I think like 1899, give or take a year. Lots of people. Nathan Phillips Square almost looks normal as well. I wonder if this level of activity will continue through the spring, or if this is just a first day of spring phenomenon. That guy was nice, he waved me through. And lots of traffic on Bay Street too. And one good thing about this weather warming up, or I should say another good thing, is that the battery on my camera here does not drain nearly as quickly. I got plenty of battery power left, even though I shot a video before this one. Looking straight down Bay Street through the financial district. Seems to be a bit of a traffic jam there. Something else I've not seen in a long time. A white bicycle. That's never a good sign. That means a cyclist lost their life. at that location. I thought that person was waiting, but they decided, no, I'm going to go, you know, right at the last second as I approached the car. So that's just part of something that you have to deal with when there's actually life in the city. You also have to deal with lots of slow-moving packs of pedestrians. I'm a fast walker, so I'm constantly trying to get around clumps of people who don't move as quickly as I do. And that wasn't really a problem when the city was dead, but I'm more than willing to put up with that again because I want to see the city come back to life. And I'll take all the bad that comes along with the good. And that's a huge line to get into the Eaton Center. I wonder what the capacity is for that mall. I hear something. Something's happening. Oh, is it a protest? It might be a protest. Here we are at Yonge Street. And I think it is a protest. And these protests always have music blaring, loud commercial music blaring. Most of the time. So I'm not sure if I want to get any closer. Maybe I'll sort of lay back here for a little while until it goes by. Looking south down Yonge Street. And looking north. Well, maybe what I'll do is I will walk up here to where the street drummer is playing. And maybe his drumming will drown out whatever music might be playing. And maybe there's no music playing and I'll just get lucky. This is an anti-lockdown protest. And they don't seem to be playing any music, so that works out well. Alright, crossing Shooter Street.
COVID-19 has a 99.7% survival rate. That's incredible. You should go over there.
Alright, so here we are, Yonge-Dundas. I kind of wanted to see what the regular level of activity was here, but with the protest here, there's no way to really gauge what that would have been.
Don't get left behind, the march is moving!
Well, this guy's been challenging people to chess matches for a long time, and he beats almost everybody who challenges him. So, Yonge-Dundas. Yonge-Dundas is being Yonge-Dundas. So I think I will wrap up this video here at the epicenter of the city, aka downtown Canada. So I hope you enjoyed this little walk, checking out some patio action along John Street, King Street, Queen Street, and then coming across this massive protest here going down Yonge Street. So if you enjoyed, subscribe, like and share and comment, and tell your friends and your family. and even your worst enemy. And be sure to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. I post daily. And if you'd like to support the channel, there's a link in the description where you can do so via PayPal. And you can also find me on Instagram under K Continuum. So hope you enjoyed, as I said. And be sure to keep checking back, because as always, I will continue. And Yonge and Dundas will also continue.